in Drummond Hill Cemetery. As we get closer, you'll see that a lot of the graves are from the 1812 war. Americans and British laid to rest here. One of the big battles of 1812 was also right here on the hill. Hallowed ground, rededicated July 25th, 64. Cheektowaga, Post 2429. Veterans of foreign wars of the United States, 1814 and 1964. A lot of boys never made it home, and they were boys. Never saw their mom again, never saw their dad again. When they ran out of men, they called on the boys. They called on the boys. Old stone. Can't even read it anymore, only USA. This is just above Lundy's Lane. A lot of them lost their life at the Battle of Lundy's Lane. And many of us have heard about the woman named Laura Secord. We heard about a secret plan that the Americans were going to pull. And she went, and she got help. They liked this new land that would later become Canada, but Laura Secord wasn't Canadian, she was American. And her and her husband are here in Drummond Cemetery, just above Lundy's Lane. Her husband wasn't right, he was getting over a wound himself, Mr. James Secord. She had to leave him at the house where there were soldiers occupying their property. She left her husband and left her kids and went and got help. And that was one of the big changes in the 1812 war that noted the end. This is the hill that was put up a few years back to note the battle. That is Lundy's Lane right there. All this was the hill. No houses, no road. It would all be bush and tree, nothing. And that's what they all had to walk through. Older men, kids, and the battle was here. Number of battles in 1812. One of the big ones was here. (1814). The battle went on for a while. U.S. Infantry Trench, July 25th, 1814. This is erected in 1991 by the American Legion, Niagara County Committee, and Department of New York, in memory of the U.S. officers and soldiers who died at the Battle of Lundy's Lane. Connecticut, New York, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and Vermont. Old stones. Big old battle here. Come Halloween, they usually have ghost walks around here. Not with the pandemic, though. And they come when it's dark. Not midnight or anything. Just when the sun goes down and you get the shadows and dark all around. They say the ghosts of the soldiers roam here. Wouldn't blame them. Quite the battle. So far away from home. War's not pretty. Cecil Bishop. Remember Lieutenant Colonel Cecil Bishop, who died of wounds received during the raid on Black Rock, New York, July 1813, during the War of 1812. He was buried in this cemetery on July 17, 1813. In 1846, Bishop's two sisters erected this memorial in tribute to, as the inscription on the adjacent crypt reads, "An excellent man and beloved brother." And there's where he rests right now, 1812. You wonder if the family ever comes up and has a look. The writing on that one's almost washed away too. Almost, well, it is. Robert Randall, in memory of Robert Randall, MPP, the victim of colonial misrule, whatever that is, who died in 1834, age 66. Well, that's something new. Anyways, that's our walk around Drummond Cemetery. I don't think it's really used anymore. It's full, it's done, it has a lot of history here, and I don't think they want history tampered with anymore. First World War, Robert Banks, 1928. lot of people fought to give us our freedom. And that's the freedom to come and go when we please, where we please. Freedom to say what we want, when we want, with respect for others. But you respect the right that they have the right to say it, even if you don't agree with it. These people had a right to life. They had a right to live a full life. But they decided fighting for the future, fighting for their kids, generations to come, was more important, no matter what the outcome. There's a lot going on with this virus and this pandemic, but there's one thing that we can't kill, and that is everything that these men and women fought for. We can take precautions, we can protect ourselves, but this political garbage that's going on while we're all fighting to look after ourselves and our family is nothing but abuse. And these lockdowns have to stop. Definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different outcome. Well, it's not working. It's not working. And we pay these guys to do the job and hopefully have maybe a bit more brains than us. But they can think it out clearly and see things better. But it's not working. Anyway, there's a lot here in this cemetery and other cemeteries that fought for what we have today. And many just want to sit back and suck it up. Well, things could change overnight. And we won't have the luxury of sitting on our butt anymore. Just wanted to come in here. They're all at rest now, and they've passed the torch to us. What are we going to do with it? What are you going to do? What's your plan? What's your plan? Anyway, that's a little bit of history here at the Drummond Hill Cemetery, just up above Lundy's Lane. Maybe you'll visit sometime.